Why has the ISM been so low for so long? It has been, there's only a few times in history that it's spent this long below 50. 2001, 2, 3, eventually it came out. And like you, all our forward-looking indicators say it's going to explode out the blocks eventually.
Yes.
And then I can't remember what the prior time was, 1982 or something. So it's only ever done it a couple of times. Do we think it's to do with because rates stayed so long that it's bifurcated the economy between those who don't need interest rates? It's great for Microsoft because they have tons of cash, but it's terrible for the local restaurant business or whatever it is, the construction business that requires it.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In this video, Raoul Pal dives into Bitcoin and market trends, drawing parallels to 2017, while exploring Trump's dollar strategy and crypto's liquidity role. UK bond woes? Let's catch him to know more.
The other thing that a low ISM indicates to you is that household earnings and corporate earnings outside of the tech are somewhat stagnant still, right? So the feedback loop we haven't had yet, even though the economy has been growing at decent clip. The actual broadening out of economic growth with recycled earnings and profits hasn't really happened. So it's a very late cycle in that respect. And the moment it does, it means that the structure of markets changes, small caps start doing better, alt season happens in crypto, it's all the same risk curve. Junk outperforms, all of this stuff starts happening the moment that happens. And we're still not there because of Fed rates, I think. And I agree, everything we look at, I've just been surprised that the ISM has not followed the forward-looking indicators yet. But it feels like any month now, as you say, it's going to be up 6 index points and another 6, and then before you know it, you're in the mid-50s. And then you'll start to see it. And I think, obviously the Trump administration want that too, because they can't just be tech stocks that are winning. They want Main Street to win as well. And Trump in the end is a property developer. He understands the business cycle as well as anybody. I think QE's got such a dirty word that they won't use it. So you have to find a way for somebody else to buy the bonds. I always thought it would be Basel IV that you and I have talked about in pro macro, or somewhere, because you don't want to say it's going on the central bank balance sheet. Yeah, because it's got such a dirty word now. Because people just think QE and inflation, which it isn't, and it never has been. The Japanese have done QE for a decade and a half, and it's never generated inflation. What generated inflation was a pandemic and a supply shock and a demand shock and all of that stuff. So, and direct stimulus, obviously. So I don't know. I don't know how they do it. I think you're right, but they'll invent something else.
Eric Trump, the son of U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, has revealed his personal cryptocurrency portfolio, further solidifying his pro-Bitcoin stance. In a recent interview with Benzinga, he disclosed holding Bitcoin alongside 3 prominent altcoins, Ethereum, Solana, and Sui. While Bitcoin and Ethereum have long been dominant players in the crypto world, the inclusion of Sui Network's native token came as a surprise to many, sparking interest in his strategic investment choices. Eric Trump has been an outspoken advocate for Bitcoin, predicting during last year's Bitcoin MENA conference in Abu Dhabi that the cryptocurrency would reach $1 million per coin. Beyond his investments, he emphasized a collaborative effort with his father to establish the United States as a global crypto hub. He criticized outgoing SEC Chair Gary Gensler for stifling innovation with restrictive regulations, claiming that Gensler's leadership set the country's technological progress back 2 decades. Eric also highlighted his father's plans to rejuvenate the crypto industry, including implementing a transparent regulatory framework, creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve, and potentially making cryptocurrency tax-free. These initiatives have gained momentum, with industry leaders lobbying for an executive order to establish the Bitcoin reserve within Trump's first 100 days in office. As the transition unfolds, optimism grows around America's potential emergence as the world's leading crypto-friendly nation.
One of the reasons why bonds have struggled is because China's slow.
Yeah.
And nobody's buying US bonds because they're not recycling the dollars, because they've got a dollar shortage, so they can't buy bonds. The US, I think, through the back door, and I think it's via the Japanese banks, which are the heart of the Eurodollar market, that there'll be some swap agreement, some liquidity terms for the Japanese, and to say, well, it's to stop the yen, whatever, and really is a backdoor way of giving China liquidity because they won't do direct swap lines. So I think that is to play, and then you bring the central bank buyers back in because China needs economic growth. It needs to drive its growth engine, so it buys treasuries. And as you said, you need the US banking system to buy bonds, or you do what other nations have done in the past, which is force the pension system to own more bonds.
Yeah.
DEC 2025 SOFR futures. Something in the short end of the curve that you won't get killed on, but becomes slightly asymmetric, or even options there. That's probably in global macro land, not a bad bet. I think trying to find a topping pattern on the dollar is hard, but when it happens, I think you can press it because it'll probably evaporate fast. And the other easy bet is, crypto is the ultimate liquidity instrument. So you should be looking at the dip. And I think we put the low in today, but maybe I'm wrong. But either way, if you're looking for some way to express that the market's different, because don't forget, if there is a slowdown, well, crypto will do well because of liquidity. The markets have already sideways traded for a while now. So, that's where I am.
Robert Kiyosaki, the renowned author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, has made a bold statement that only stupid people fail to get rich with Bitcoin. Known for his straightforward approach to personal finance, Kiyosaki argues that Bitcoin provides an unprecedented opportunity to build wealth with minimal effort. As an old guy, you had to be very smart to get rich. Bitcoin makes getting rich easy, he shared on social media, emphasizing the simplicity of the buy and hold strategy. Bitcoin's meteoric rise above $100,000 in the last quarter of 2024 has certainly caught the attention of investors worldwide. While skeptics like billionaire Cliff Asness still view Bitcoin as a bubble, others remain confident in its upward trajectory. Analysts predict that crypto-friendly policies in the United States will propel Bitcoin even higher in 2025. Fundstrat's Tom Lee has forecasted an astonishing $250,000 price target, reinforcing the belief that Bitcoin's best days are still ahead. Michael Saylor, the executive chairman of MicroStrategy and an outspoken Bitcoin advocate, recently declared that Bitcoin is worth all the money in the world. His bold statement reflects his deep conviction in the potential of digital gold as a long-term store of value. MicroStrategy has been consistently adding Bitcoin to its holdings, reinforcing Saylor's belief in its transformative power. On January 13, 2025, the company purchased 2,530 BTC at an average price of $95,972 per coin, resulting in a modest profit of $3.06 million, or 1.5%. Despite fluctuations in Bitcoin's price, Saylor remains undeterred. A December 2024 acquisition of 5,252 BTC at $106,862 per coin led to a $48 million loss, illustrating the volatility of these investments. However, Saylor's unwavering confidence highlights his focus on Bitcoin's long-term potential rather than short-term performance. Currently, Bitcoin trades near $97,000, with strong support at $88,000. While resistance at $100,000 poses challenges for further upward momentum, MicroStrategy's aggressive accumulation strategy signals institutional confidence in Bitcoin's future. Saylor's steadfast approach underscores his belief that Bitcoin will ultimately prove to be a prudent investment despite market volatility. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.